I'm sure we all experience this at some point. The people we meet in our lives never seem to let us down when it comes to learned lessons or observing behaviors that send us on a hunt to understand why they do what they do. For me, this search usually begins when I meet someone who says one thing, yet does another. Or when I'm talking with someone and their behavior and their conversations take a slightly different tone, or when they change up their story completely. The saying, "pull the wool over your eyes," refers to the act of deceiving or tricking someone. It originates from the Old English practice of wearing woolen wigs, particularly among judges, where misdirecting or blinding someone metaphorically involved using the wig to obscure vision. This saying has evolved over time and is now used to describe attempts to manipulate or deceive others. In today's world, manipulation is a common tactic used by individuals trying to gain an unfair advantage or to avoid consequences. Despite their efforts, many fail to achieve their goals due to the perceptiveness and intelligence of those they try to deceive. Manipulation can take various forms, including lying, guilt-tripping, gaslighting, and emotional blackmail. However, these attempts often reveal themselves through subtle indicators that are discernible to a keen observer. People lie and manipulate for various reasons, including a desire for control, fear of rejection, or personal gain. Psychologically, deception can be driven by an individual's insecurities, a need to protect their self-image, or an attempt to avoid confrontation. Understanding the underlying motivations can help identify and counteract manipulative behaviors. Manipulators often employ specific strategies to achieve their aims. Some of these techniques include lying. We've all experienced this and know that this is when someone provides false information or is concealing the truth. Gaslighting. Sadly, most of us are aware of this as well. This is defined as making someone doubt their own perceptions and reality. Guilt-tripping. This is where the individual will use guilt to control or influence behavior. Emotional blackmail. This is when they try to exploit our emotions to coerce our actions. Despite their best efforts, manipulators often leave telltale signs that can alert an attentive individual to their deceit. Recognizing manipulation involves paying attention to inconsistencies and changes in behavior. Some point-blank indicators include inconsistencies in stories. Manipulators often struggle to keep their lies consistent. You, my friend, are not dumb by any means. You listen when people talk, you hear what they say, and if you're anything like me, you have a memory that cannot be matched. Changes in behavior. Sudden shifts in demeanor or actions can signal deceit. Watch what people do. When you catch a shift in their behavior, a change in the way they initially interacted with you, or a switch up in their interactions with you, remember that you are not crazy. You are not imagining things. Stop making excuses for them. Unusual statements. Out of the ordinary comments may reveal hidden intentions. Slips of the tongue. Accidental revelations can expose true motives. These indicators highlight the importance of being attentive to details and trusting one's instincts. These changes are easy to spot if you are watching and paying enough attention. Many times, actions go unnoticed or are overlooked because we don't want to admit that the person standing in front of us is attempting to manipulate us. It is important to recognize that paying attention to these details is not a sign of paranoia, but rather an indication of your intelligence. Manipulators often underestimate the perceptiveness of those they try to deceive. A person who is vigilant and observant can spot the subtle clues that reveal manipulative intentions. Trusting your instincts can save you time and heartache. When you notice signs of manipulation, remember that your responses are valid and justified. Your sixth sense is a powerful tool that can help you navigate complex social interactions and protect yourself from deceit. Manipulation is a tactic that often fails when faced with perceptiveness and attention to detail. Trusting in yourself and your ability to identify deceit is essential. Remember, you are not crazy. You are, in fact, highly intelligent. When you see someone behaving differently, making unusual statements, or slipping up in conversation, trust what you perceive. Your responses are valid, and trusting your gut can save you from future trouble. Keep paying attention to details and have confidence in your instincts. The strength to spot manipulation is a powerful tool you possess. These little indicators and slight changes in behavior are there, and sadly, they're something you will either experience or are currently. It's hard to face when this is a close friend or someone that you may be interested in pursuing a closer relationship to. However, find some peace in knowing that people will eventually out themselves at some point. If you can catch this soon enough, you can and will save yourself time. Trust in yourself. You know yourself better than anyone else. Your time is valuable and your life is yours. There are so many people out there who will treat you like you deserve to be treated. Don't let someone waste any of it.